Hello everyone, welcome to Growing Chit Chat. You are not alone. It's great to see you all again here. My name is Yuhan. I'm from Taiwan and now living in Sydney. This episode, I'm going to share with you why I make this channel. I think I did not make mention about this in the last 3 episodes, and I think it's actually worth mentioning that to all of you. And I am going to introduce a little bit about me because it's relevant to the reason why I want to make this channel. And the last point will be some changes that I would like to make to this channel. Okay, the first one, why I make this channel. The reason I make this channel is because I want to make you feel you are not alone. This is all I want to do. I want to share my experience or invite someone who has inspiring story. So whoever who happen to see this video can see the video in this channel are able to get some energy or courage to continue to go back to face the obstacle or challenge they are facing at this moment. This is all I want to do. I want to give people energy and courage for free because that's relevant to the experience that happened to me in the last few years since I came to Australia. I came to Australia in 2017 when I was 25. Before that, I grew up in Taiwan. I have a very good life. In general, I born in a very loving family with parents with very good relationship with each other, and I have 4 siblings, and we are with each other quite well. I was a good performance student in the school from since I was in the kindergarten until I graduated from get my bachelor degree in the uni. So I'm always good student in the school teacher's eyes. So in general, although there is some sad thing, frustrating thing along the way of my studying journey, but overall I living in the place where I grew up, which means they are culturally familiar for me, and my family are very close to me, so when there's anything difficult happen, I can always feel free to go back home in few hours. Actually, it's just in 1 hour. And a lot of things changed a lot after I came to Australia because it's very far from home. I studied in law school for 2.5 years. And after I graduate, I start to practice in law in a private practice. Since then, there is a lot of things happened. Luckily, in each stage, when I face obstacle or when I was in a very difficult time, I have nice and good people help me to be able to go through those things. For example, when I was in the law school, I have a study group. In this study group, only 3 of us for the all 2.5 years. And one of the member of our study group, she is so good at studying. She is so good. So because of her, my life in the law school actually make it a lot easier. And so I graduated from law school smoothly. Afterward, I start to work. Unfortunately, the first law firm I work in is very toxic environment, I would say. Now I look it back. And part of the reason is also because that was my very first job in my whole life. I never work in Taiwan. Or I work for my uni advisor when I studied my research master degree when I was in Taiwan, but it's still not a real formal job in the private job market, I would say. And I don't know, that means I don't know the correct way to be treated, what kind of training they should actually give it to me instead of throw it to me. And I don't know, I can actually ask for support and how I should be treated as well. I know nothing about that, and that is a very hard time. Luckily, I met my supervisor at that time. My supervisor, well, we only worked with each other for around 8 months because afterwards she left the firm and I was working myself afterward. But she was with me for 8 months and she's very nice and we were friends. We become friends even this day. And after I left that firm, I go to another second law firm. That is a good work environment, and I start to finally know what is a normal firm should looks like. But I want some professional developments that firm cannot provide me, so I changed to another firm. And unfortunately, I didn't met a match supervisor, so that forced me to change to another law firm in 3 months. That's the next one after that, not to match supervisor one. I thought that was the dream firm that I want to work in, but there's also a lot of difficult things happen afterward. I have 2 supervisors, and that 2 supervisors have different comments on my writings, and one of them have no problem, the other one really don't really like it. I feel like almost all my email are being changed, and it just make me feel very stressful at that time. I did not pass the probation. They let me go in around 3 months time, or not too long. I think 5 months times, almost 6 months. They told me the reason is because they don't have budget for my role anymore, and that's true. But it's a very stressful period of time for me. The reason is because actually before the day they told me they need to let me go, I already feel something wrong because my supervisor, neither of them giving me job. And it's a very torturing procedure, and it lasts for at least like 2 to 3 weeks, I think. And during that period of time, I have a not too good feeling, right? So I go online and find a job search coach. That's how I meet the job search coach that I hired at that time, and we end up become friends. It's very lucky to meet her. Even this day, I think the universe let me have that awful experience too, because the universe want me to meet my job search coach. That's what happened in my job career. And after that, that is my last lawyer's job. I end up locate my current job. And in my time working as a lawyer, that's around 3 years, I spent around first 2 years struggling to finally admit that actually practicing in private practice is not for me. Because I wanted to be a lawyer since I was in a high school. So that's around like 17 years old. And when I actually practiced as a lawyer is when I was 27 years old. That means I spent 10 years since I was in a high school and finally able to practice in Australia. And not too long after, I started to realize, oh my God, that seems like it's not right for me. It's actually hard. Sometimes it's very hard to face the fact. But without facing the problem, we cannot solve the problem. I think I'll have an episode discuss about that struggling process with all you guys. But that's what happened. So actually, around 2 years after I practice, I know one day I don't want to be a lawyer forever. Originally, I just thought that I need to have more practice experience before I can do some other job, some other law relevant job, like a legal, like researcher job, because I have more experience. That's what I think at that moment. And because of the incidents happen, like let go incident that happened in the last law firm I work in, and I finally located the job that I always want afterward with the help of the job search coach. So, well, what I will say, thank you, universe. I really thanks universe about what happened to me. That's what's happened in my career life so far. And because of the experience of being let go and changed the job for several times, I do aware that in the world this day, it's not likely you can do one job for like all of the rest of your life. Well, at least not in the same company. And I think I would like to have a second business for myself that I can be my own boss as well. So I won't have the problem with between me and my supervisor used to have that so tough for me. And that's the reason why I have Bubble Food Decks, the food blog and the food channel, because food is always the thing that I enjoy to do. I even want to go to the culinary school when I finished my uni exam test, and I used to think about that, but I didn't do that afterward. So that's somehow like my hobby. I really enjoy doing that. And of course, there's more than just recipes. So I face a lot of obstacles and a lot of new things I have to learn. That's about job and work. And about my personal life, I actually do not have any relationship when I was in Taiwan, even when I was in a uni in Taiwan. And after I came to Australia, I think like in the last semester, I really want to start to have some relationship. The reason is because I am 27 at that point, and I think there's some like a social, like cultural issue make me start to feel like I would want to be in a relationship. But it's also part of the reason is I know between being single for the rest of my life or being married, I know I would like to get married one day with someone that I know that we are very matched with each other. And so I start to seriously look into someone and go on dates. And during this period, I met some people. They helped me. Some people teach me how to do makeup and all those sort of stuff. I really appreciate those people. And afterward, I met my partner. However, as I mentioned in the first episode, after 4.5 years relationship, I think 4.5 years, we finally decide we are going down to the separation path. But we do make this decision in a very peaceful way, because we don't really hate each other. We just know we have such fundamental difference that neither of us can compromise, and it's not compatible at all. I think I will share with you one day when I was ready, because that's very, very private issue. But that's very fundamental issue in the relationship. But we are not having those dramatic or drama when we decide to separate. And because we buy our home 2 years ago, So it's not particularly likely we can separate right away. We decide to keep living together and then save money, save very hard for 1 year to try to buy another apartment so we can have one apartment each when we separate. But there's another big things happened in my life. That's not happened when I record my first episode when I mentioned about I make my decision to break up. Is 3 months afterward, in January this year, my partner, well, I still refer him as my partner. That's how we refer each other, because we are not going through do those separation stuff yet. My partner passed away due to an accident. And so since then I go through, and even now I have to go through some grief thing, and there is a lot of emotions that it will just comes up, and it's very sad for me. But it's also such a experience that pushed me to have the spiritual development in myself. Since then, I really realized that I really appreciate everything happening in my life because they make it who I am today. But I will share with you more about that, about how I try to manage my emotion, everything, after the incident of my partner happened. Well, I refer him as my partner. Part of the reason is because we are not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. But I feel that we're still like a business partner because we managed to buy another apartment together. Yeah, that's what happened in January this year, and I'm still going through a lot of things. But I really think this is such a powerful story that I would like to share with you, that in front of TV or your phone or on the podcast, to let you know you are not alone. So for this spiritual development part, I will also share in this channel in the future as a series. This goes to another, the last point about the change that I'm going to make for this channel. In the first 3 episodes, each topic is a little bit broader. And so each episode is about like 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes long. And under that topic, they can break up into around like at least 3 subtopics in each episode. And I just think that is actually quite long and it can be too much information for you, I think. I want to break it down into a little bit more specific small topic, and each episode can be around like 15 to 20 minutes long each, and you will be able to like locate what I'm going to discuss about the exact thing according to the topic of each episode and video. That's why the first is about the length of the video. Second one is I'm going to invite some people to come to my video to have some like an interview and discussion about those inspiring topic. I can already confirm with you my first job supervisor that I mentioned just now, I already invited her to come over and she agreed with it. So not too far from now, she'll come to our channel and share a lot of story. We will chat a lot of things together and share with you. And there is another thing is I would like to share with you is my channel will have few series. One series will be more the topic about the journey when I be a food blogger and how to make my cooking food channel, like the food cooking channels video, because I totally did not make video before, so there's really from zero to like a whole procedure of grow up, and there can include a lot of frustration and a lot of exciting things happen. So I do think that's also a series I would like to share. And as I mentioned just now, there will be another series called Spiritual Development because of my breakup and also the incidents that happened early these years that really changed how I think and how I react to whatever happened in my world radically. I would say totally different in a positive way. So no worries. Yeah, that's the main thing. And the third thing is about some my past experience about being a migrant, like moving from Taiwan to Australia and not growing up here at all. Like I studied the master degree here, so not even bachelor here, so it's really a migrant. And the last one will be the female topic, like stereotype and how to love ourselves, like female focus. I think that's also the topic that we discuss a lot and worth sharing again and again. Yes, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm looking forward to see you all next time. Bye bye.